If you have ever wondered what's it like to see The Rock fight giant monsters, well, then this movie got you covered. Rampage is the latest from the director Brett Payton and Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Those two previously worked on Journey 2 and San Andreas, both films I find moderately enjoyable, yet also very, very dumb, and in that, Rampage really is no different. But I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. Rampage is yet another video game adaptation, recently been getting lots of these, but this is an adaptation with an asterisk. There really is nothing to adapt out of Rampage. It was a game I used to play as a kid at the arcade where giant monsters slash animals, who really are just mutated humans, destroy the city. That's all there is. There were sequels to the original game like Rampage 2 Universal Tour, Rampage World Tour, Rampage Total Destruction, but they really didn't add a whole lot to the formula. It was still a very simple and fun game about monsters fighting in a city. And in that way, Rampage is a very faithful adaptation of the game on the big screen, just now they added some plot to it. Davis, played by The Rock, works at the San Diego Zoo. He's a primatologist and an ex-soldier who used to fight against poaching back in the day. That's how he got to know George, an albino gorilla whom Davis befriended, raised, and taught the sign language. Then, one day, an evil corporation called Engine was testing its genetic pathogen in space. Their experiment went wrong, and the mysterious mutagenic serum fell down on Earth, infecting George and two other animals, a gray wolf and a crocodile. Of course, the next day all of them start mutating, and now The Rock has to save the world from impending doom. Get it? Because The Rock was in another video game movie that he probably wants everyone to forget about. Okay, I'll see myself out. I'll spare you the formalities and get straight to the core. This movie is laughable, it's stupid, it's dumb, it's ludicrous, but I enjoyed every single moment of it. I hate hearing this phrase, I hate it. But today I'm gonna be the one using it. It's a shut your brain off movie, one-dimensional caricature of villains, plot hole-ridden script. How did she know the fist bump, by the way? Yeah, I still don't know. And a ton of cheesy dialogue, but this is my kind of guilty pleasure movie. Especially after that awful cash grab mess that was Pacific Rim Uprising. And as a wise man once said,
let them fight.
The sole reason why this whole thing works is because of the way Brett Payton and pretty much everyone else on set embraced the ridiculousness of the premise. This isn't Kong Skull Island or the overly serious Godzilla. Instead, Rampage is an exuberant B-movie throwback, a rare self-aware gem that comes every now and then, doesn't make that big of a splash, then gets forgotten in mere weeks, but still remains in that niche category of pure trashy entertainment blockbuster cinema that doesn't rely on dark and gritty comic book heroes or cars that turn into robots. Let's talk a bit about the casting choices here. We have the most charismatic actor working in Hollywood right now who made the worst movie of 2017, then redeemed himself with Jumanji and now charms his way through this movie, all the while playing himself in a zookeeper outfit and caring deeply about a giant CGI albino ape. Then we have Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Agent Russell, but really he's just playing Negan in this movie. He even uses the same voice and mannerisms. He's just standing like this in every single scene. He's like bent. Funnily enough, his performance is the best in the movie. He smartly realized the absurdity of his dialogue, so he just decided to roll with it, and he's throwing one-liners left and right while clearly winking at the audience. Unfortunately, Naomie Harris as Dr. Caldwell / Rock sidekick / maybe love interest wasn't given too much material to work with. She just comes and goes from time to time, and it was clear that the writers mostly wanted to make a movie where The Rock steals the show and runs around Detroit, Chicago with a grenade launcher in hand. Also, of course, there has to be a scene in which he's just casually strolling under a giant crocodile, because why not? CGI-wise, the film is fine. There's a lot of rough backdrops of Detroit, Chicago, but the animals are nicely animated. Nothing spectacular, but it works well enough. However, it still boggles my mind how the CGI creatures still don't feel natural next to the real actors. It's so clear that it's just Dwayne Johnson standing in front of a green screen. How come Jurassic Park did it better 25 years ago? Anyways, Rampage is the pure definition of schlock. It's over the top, dynamic, fast-paced, tonally inconsistent, but also remarkably amusing. It's mindless entertainment, but one I can definitely get behind, and I'm giving Rampage 3 out of 5 stars. If you've seen the trailer and you liked it, go watch this movie. It's exactly what was advertised. A mind-numbing, goofy action film where The Rock, for once, isn't the biggest living thing on screen. Tell me what you think of Rampage in the comments below. Did you catch all of the references to the game, like the one in the opening? Yes, I'm talking about the mutated rat. And if you would like to see my other reviews, subscribe to the channel for more regular videos on the latest films. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you